You ready?
For some weekends? The yogurt ice cream motel. That sounds dang good.
Take me riding in the car,
We
take
found
me
our
riding in the car,
path again.
Take you riding in the car, I'll take you riding in the car.
Our trusty navigator, Susan Abbott, has found the path again.
Man. I blew it.
No,
Click,
you
clank,
saved
open
the
up
day.
door, girls, click,
As
clank, open up
Sam
the door, boys. Front
nobly
door, back door,
rested,
click-a-dick,
so
clack,
that later on he'll
take
be
you
able to
riding in
protect
the
us
car.
from bears. Well, this will be a good Mexico trip. Let's go, Mama.
Climb, rattle on the front.
We've been driving at 65 the whole way here. Grandpa would be proud of us.
65 or less.
65 or less. Not bad. Here's the house. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. The handmade adobe walls.
So what are you doing?
Pretty
I'm
nice.
just bringing stuff in.
Here's the kitchen.
Those car seats. You want to try them?
You gotta have more to do than go stick this stuff in.
Here's Sam.
Why did you get them? That they were on, say were goodbye?
Yes, that was the main reason. But I was thinking, you know.
Well, now they show fit seats with built-in or adjustable headrests.
Right.
I haven't introduced Grandma yet.
The monsoon starts, but since the monsoon hasn't started.
You see, these mine don't have a high back.
I know, but we could sew them.
Grandma's a toad hunter.
They're really poisonous.
What kind of toads are they?
Colorado River toads.
Down lower. Anyway,
Well-
whatever. You know, it's up to you.
Is this a particularly big one?
It's,
Or normal size?
let's see, where are you?
Here he is.
Okay, yep, there he is. There he is. He's after this thing that's on the wall. That bug.
Oh, is he chasing it? That
Yeah.
cricket?
He was right in the doorway there.
How much do you think he weighs?
Oh, he probably weighs a pound or so.
Not bad.
Maybe more than that. What is this yucky thing here on the wall that he's after?
I think it's a cricket.
Spider or something. Oh, there we go.
Here's his real color. Look at him.
They have the substance that's on their back is poisonous to animals like cats and dogs.
To humans too, or just to cats and dogs?
And then of course cats and dogs get very alarmed or interested in them. Kitty, I hope you know better than to
Did his nose breathe in there?
chase this.
So here we are. It's Sunday evening, and we're getting ready for the trip. Mama's getting her camera ready. Sam had just been playing on his cell phone. Now, Grandpa, what do you think about grandkids and cell phones?
Unnecessary extravagance. It's not only unnecessary, it's detrimental. It kills a lot of time, wastes, that airspace must be valuable to somebody, instead of just pooping it away with text messages.
What do you need more, Grandpa? A cell phone or a hole in your head?
It's a toss-up.
Okay, you can turn it off.
That's all. This is what we do in the morning.
So Mama, your sons and father are about to leave to Mexico.
Right.
How do you feel about this?
Well, you know what? They're up for this high adventure, exciting trip. I'm sure they are. I feel good about it. I just always am grateful when they come home.
What are your biggest worries?
The water skiing adventure.
Oh yeah?
You know? Yeah, and then that story that Linda Larson told about, you know, the family being not returning, that was a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys will just pitch in and have a good time. Come back hairy as can be.
We're just doing some last minute troubleshooting. The trailer tire appears to be a little low. It was flat yesterday and we filled it up.
Hey, come on. None of this stuff up here do I want pictures of.
Well,
Serious.
Put this lever right up here and that side part pushed down, take the bead off the tire.
The tongue of the railroad car. The wreck down here.
I see that.
Okay, help me here. Pull that off.
Now they're putting in a new valve stem. That was the problem. That's why the tire was leaking.
Did I spit on that enough? I think it flipped in. I think it's in.
Yep.
Huh? I will carry this back to the right over here and we'll put some air in it. The valve got valve cap.
Apparently it's somewhere above 80 degrees.
Gauge is down there.
And do the beads of the tire reset themselves automatically?
Well, yes. Normally you'd put some lubrication. I didn't have that much spit. Now where's the tool? Did I put the tool here?
Yep.
That's anchored clear in to the inside walls. Don't think.
Grandpa's a wealth of knowledge. I often wonder where he learned everything he does. I think that maybe the answer is here. Any book that anyone returns to the Irwin Street Library, Grandpa gets to read. Grandma sorts through them, I think. We just made it across the border. And I think we'll take the Hermosillo way, huh?
I think it says Hermosillo.
You might wonder why this camera shot's a little closer than it was in the last movie. It's because we've got a pretty creative little setup here. We were going to put Sam on the front, but he's grown too big.
We got our papers. They didn't cost anything and they didn't give us any problem.
There's nothing to declare. And this is the light that decides our fate. Flashes green, we go. Flashes red.
Okay, now rather than look, we just pay attention up front here, so they don't stop us if we can help it.
We're a little discreet.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to stop.
Well, we made it.
Made it. I should have had some money out to pay for
That's the milepost 21, where they check everything.
that. 21.
What's this African hut over here to the left, Grandpa?
It's what?
What's that African hut over
I
there?
don't know. That's new. I haven't seen that before.
Our border crossings usually is painless, as this one has been.
This one is the most painless ever.
Why do you think that is?
Just because I have this good help that this good influence that I have with me. You guys look like wholesome. If you'd shave, we'd go through with no problem.
I like Grandpa's cuisine. It's pretty darn good.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is. Here's some leafcutter ants.
Huh?
These
I
are
need
the...
to comb my hair.
Yeah,
But
you
I
do.
don't have a comb. You guys got an extra comb?
Oh
It
yeah.
seems to me like you don't even bring a comb.
Look, here comes some more. Oh.
How long those legs are. Look at the jaws on those things.
They have cutters now.
I'm not even
Oh.
zoomed in too much.
Those cutters will stay there all night. They quit working at night.
Yeah.
Well, they work primarily at night, but then they just stay up there when they're not working. And then there's some of them that do the hauling, and like you say, there's some down in the nest. Where are they going? Are they going in that
Right
hole
there at the bottom, yeah.
We're here in Magdalena, walking around the square while Grandpa goes to the bakery. And we were noticing how they sell quite a few things around here. And at this store it says that they sell religious articles and things from the area. And we thought this was an interesting juxtaposition of religious icons here.
Fue heredado.
Sam, what does ese es el camino? What is el camino?
This is the half truck, half car.
Sam, what do you know of Colosio?
Well, he actually was one of the first French-Mexican horse riders to rule this country. It used to be called Frenchico.
What do you want your grandchildren to know about this?
Well, I think I've come here as often as any place. Maybe just a little sight right to the side of him there wouldn't be disturbing much.
We'll try, Grandpa. We'll have to talk to the Mexican government about that. I was wondering, what's that little thing on his sternum? Is that a button?
I don't know.
Here we are, the unloading process. You might have already seen this. We dug some holes for the trailer. Pretty simple, and the beast is free.
Now Dan Tucker was a fine old man, washed his face in a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagon wheel, and died with a toothache in his heel. Get out the way, old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Get out the way, old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper.
You're making a big nuisance of yourself with that camera, you know that, don't you? I've got one right here. What are you doing? Filming this time of night. Huh?
We're just here in the desert. Not too far from the ocean. We'll continue our journey tomorrow.
Where do you think we are, Grandpa?
Well, we're somewhere in Mexico in the Sonoran Desert. I'm pretty sure.
How do you know that?
Well, I can tell by the vegetation.
Here's Puerto Lobos. And usually we drive to Puerto Lobos and then drive along that beach. And it starts to get cliffy over there. You can kind of see where it goes behind the horizon. We follow those cliffs along the beach. But because of some rock falls, we had to get a little creative. And we got a little creative with property boundaries too. And we just maneuvered our way through this beautiful Sonoran Desert behind us. We woke up at about 5:30 this morning and headed out and have now found the ocean.
Usually there's not that much weight. Our weight that we have is almost totally on our back wheels because it's just pretty much over the axle.
Grandpa,
What?
how do you navigate on these desert roads?
Just in my head, but my head doesn't work too good anymore, so it doesn't always work. I know where I am now, though. I got it.
Sam, what's that smell? The ocean, the ocean, the ocean.
He's keeping busy as bleeding stones, with his machinations and his palindromes. It was anything but hear the voice, anything but hear the voice. It was anything but hear the voice that says that we're all basically alone. Poor Professor Pynchon had only good intentions when he put his bones and burns out all the way and turned into a playground.
An idyllic morning. One set of tracks along the beach. You did? You saw a giant one? There are a whole bunch of squid. Dead squid.
We were all basically alone, and despite what all the studies had shown, that this mistaken for closeness was just a case for mitosis.
What do you think it's from, Grandpa?
I have no idea.
This is the squid graveyard, Simba. Never go there.
Pelican, heron, pelican, pelican, heron. It's a good lineup. Seagull in the corner. Nice question. Send your shadow. You see his eyes. Now squids.
That's pretty crappy stuff coming out of that. Look, it even moves. Well, this road that we're on, Julie and Mark and I pioneered this road.
Here we are descending down to the caves, our favorite camping spot. Here we are. We made it home. There's a little dolphin skull over there. Home is where the dolphin skull is. That's how that old saying goes, I think. Here's our campsite laundry.
So you
side.
have you.
He's caught a few, Grandpa.
Good. They fight, don't they?
They do.
And they don't quit fighting.
It's true. I think I see him out there. Looks like maybe he caught a fish. Sam, what have you caught? That's a modest fish. Not too bad. Getting a little better. Oh, not bad. A mix of triggerfish and sea bass. Now there's lots of different kinds of sea life. You can see here. There's a little crab. And I hear there's something sighted over here. What is it? There. What do you know? Is it a pirate? What kind of species is this?
I'm going to get up from here. I don't know. I don't think I can. How about that?
Just wait for a big wave, Grandpa, and surf up on it.
How you get up right here?
I've seen the sea lions do it.
No. Should I grab that crab?
Rock fly. Good sized one. Related to the potato bug.
After I showed you how you strung up your poles and baited your hooks, herded the fish into you. Okay.
Grandpa successfully beached.
You need to be careful of our water. We can't afford to lose a gallon of water.
Yeah.
How many fish you got?
One. One up. Two.
Those.
It?
I think that's it.
The way to get that down, and you watch here. Grab those eyeballs. You just see it go down?
Yeah.
And just see it?
Yeah.
Okay, you do it. You have to do it with a little finesse. You can kind of tell real fishermen from just city kids. Let me show you one more time. Now look. All right, get it clear up. Stay up. Stay really up. So just squeeze that. Just squeeze it right. Huh? No, I'm not. Let me try. Feeling it. It's a little finesse.
Both eyes at the same time, that's the trick.
Is there a live one? Have you put something in their mouth and let them clamp down on it? But I can't. Yeah, because you gotta do it just exactly right.
Did you figure it out?
I think you finally. I gave it away this last one.
It's the eyeballs, huh?
I knew there was a trick to it. Here, where's my knife?
Finger. When I pulled him in.
I told you I've got a scar on my hat. That scar right there is a triggerfish bite. There's a wild tail connected with that. It's true. My nose is running. Get that camera somewhere else.
There's that load of fish. There's the fishermen. They've been
Fish cleaning with Grandpa.
Oy, 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 oy.
Are you watching? You guys watching?
Yes, sir.
One, you always keep the knife on the same plane as the fish, almost no matter what you're doing. And this first cut is pretty critical. You go down there and you go right down the edge, and again you have to use a little finesse. And if you keep that right close to the edge, you'll get most of the meat. Do it that, do the other side, get in there and go right down the edge. Filmed when I cleaned it, found it. Now where's the pliers? And it doesn't take very long if you pay attention to what you're doing. Get your thumb under there and lift it up, keeping your knife always. You never see me use that knife unless it's on the same plane as the fish. Then you take that knife, keeping it on the same plane as the fish. Keep it turned in just a little bit, so you're getting the meat, not leaving the meat on the bone. Right there, and you cut there, and there's 4 ribs right there. You cut those. See this little bone right there?
Yeah.
Without sticking your knife inside and getting the guts, you get that, and get that, and get that, and you got a
Wow.
got it?
At what angle should we hold the knife?
You still wonder, huh? and that's about how it would go. I'm not getting that.
I think it's marvelous. It makes me feel valued as a fish. It makes me feel much slimmer also. Now, how did you learn how to clean fish? How did you become such an expert?
Just
Grab it up there.
Just being an old timer. A lot of Mexicans clean these fish different, and I've kind of watched them. Now sometimes they just cut them back. There are different ways that they clean them, but the thing about triggerfish, they just make great. You get 2 great fillets off of each fish.
Veit ei hvað skal segja, ég hugsa dag og nótt. Það veldur stundum vanda að vera eftir sól.
On fish cleaning with Grandpa next time.
This kind of fish.
Oh, and it's a big one. I need some tools, huh? Tell him to mail. I'll do a 3-point turn. I'll back it up and then scoot out.
Free at last! Free at last! Oh Lord, I am free at last! Stinky free. How long have we been here in the cave, Grandpa?
You mean today?
Yeah.
I've been here practically since noon.
It's a good place to get out of the sun, though.
Oh man, it's well to say, we need to spend the afternoons in here and get up early and do our thing. We need to get a little more comfortable. I'm comfortable enough, you guys are.
Look at that fish starting to cook. On top of this delicious fish dinner, Grandpa has concocted us some ice cold lemonade. What was your question, Sam?
How's it so cold?
You guys have no idea what a treat it is to have ice cold lemonade here on the beach. It's 100 degrees.
Grandpa!
But that's because we're careful in keeping the cooler close. What?
That fish is delicious.
Good.
It's the morning of... What morning is it, Grandpa?
I think it's got to be Wednesday. Or is it? I think it's Wednesday.
We just had a gourmet meal prepared by our
Is
chef.
this yours? You take care of your stuff. Don't just
Yeah.
come and set it.
Cue the porpoises, please. Yes, porpoises. In the morning run.
Porpoise.
And then they dove right under it. The section that... Oh no, there they are. And I'm up here on the rumble seat. I was going to tell you before, this wheel... No, wait a minute. This ain't the road. What's going
Sorry
on?
about that. We always forget something.
What did we forget, Sam? Oh, yeah. It's my bad, Grandpa.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
Well, Grandpa, what's the most difficult part about skiing on the beach?
I don't know. I haven't skied on the beach.
Or being the driver on the beach?
It's so complicated and complex that we just don't have time to go over there.
What are you doing now?
I was letting a little more air out of the tires, which you guys are going to have to put back in, where we've got a little better traction.
Of a highway, I saw above me all that endless skyway. Now I saw below me that golden valley, and I said, this land was made for you and me. As I was walking, now they tried to stop me. They put up a sign that said, oh, it said private property. Well, on the backside, you know it said nothing. So it must be that side was made for you and me.
No boat. Grandpa's ever tending
I'm tending the tortillas that you said you'd get up and take care of. The burros.
to the food. He really does a good job.
Those are super burros. They have every vitamin and mineral and C you need for a healthy body.
Well, I had my first slalom ski experience today. Stopped paying attention for a second and and the ski point went down and caught in the water and ripped off my foot. And I was still going though, with one foot off and one foot on the ski. I didn't really know what to do, and luckily it just happened to be the double ski, and so I kind of felt around and got my foot in, and then kept going. It worked out pretty well.
We're gonna go spearfishing in just a second, and we'll bring you with us. We're gonna attempt to clothe the camera in some Ziploc plastic bags and see if that'll hold out the ocean.
Well, I'm the meanest man I never had a brain. All I scatter is aches and pains. I'm carbolic acid and a poison face, and I stand flat-footed in favor of crime and disgrace. If I ever done a good deed, I'm sorry of it. I'm mean in the east and mean in the west, mean to the people that I like the best. I go around and causing a lot of accidents, and I push folks around and I cause train wrecks. I'm a big disaster, just going somewhere to happen. I'm an organized famine, studying how I can be a little bit meaner. Everybody in this world looks mean to me. There's nothing prettier good on earth that I can see. Steal the nickels off of dead people's eyes, and I spend them trying to learn how to get a little wiser, be a little meaner. Still too good to suit myself. Mean, that's all. Just plain old mean. I ride around on the subway trains, laughing at the tight shoes dealing you pain. And I laugh when the car shakes from side to side, and I laugh the loudest when other people cry. I just can't help it, I guess. I was born good, just like you, but I turned off mean. I hate everybody that don't think like me, and I'd rather see you dead than ever see you free. I'd rather see you starve to death than see you at work, and I'd breathe all I can.
If you can pull it up. If you can pull it up. Just try to swing it so that it doesn't get loose.
I heard when I see you getting along so well, I'd 10 times rather see you in the fires of hell. I couldn't stand to see you in the house fixed nice. I'd like to keep it.
Don't let you go down and get him.
Roaches, termites, sand.
I'm gonna try to get him off the floor. We'll swing it with you.
Childs of the earth, ticks and blowflies, and these is all of my little angels. Help me to do the best part of my meanness, and mosquitoes. Well, I used to be a pretty nice feller, but I turned a scab, and then I turned yellow, and I fought every union with teeth and toenail, and I sprouted a 6-inch stinger right in my tail like roll horns. Cut 'em off.
Swing the spear up.
Wanted to fool you. I hate union
And then put 'em up
everywhere,
above the
because
water.
God likes unions, and I hate God.
If I can get the fat, the hate, and the lean, that'll tickle me more than anything I've seen. And I'd get colors to fighting one another.
What?
Friend against friend and sister against brother. That'll be it. To stripe it against the polka dots. That'll be just it. Everybody's brains boiling in turpentine.
He's the conquering hero.
All up and down the sidewalk. I ain't
The
no
fish
union
slayer.
man because I hate everything that's organized. and
The
planned.
hunter-gatherer.
I love to hate and I hate to
The
love.
provider.
I'm mean. Just mean. That's all. Just plain old.
He is Samuel. For many years, men have searched the ocean in search of good things. Among the things, the goodest is the fish. This is why we have brought the fish there. Dun 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 dun.
I's the guy that builds the boat, and I's the guy that sails her. I's the guy that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza. Swing your partner Sally to go, swing your partner Sally round, but we'll get more than saga all around the circle. I's the guy that builds the boat, and I's the guy that sails her. I's the guy that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza. Swing your partner Sally to go, swing your partner Sally round, but we'll get more than saga all around the circle. Let's break it down. Who's the buy? I's the buy. Is he the buy? No, I's the buy.
Turn it off?
Yeah.
Now, I had one principle that hanging here, and I had it wrapped around this. I heard somebody say take it off the cart or something. Not for the motion.
Administrative decisions that are kind of senseless. That's
I just wanted to give him a little tour of the cave, Grandpa.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Get just one last shot of my hair, would you?
Where did you have that done? What do you call that?
I don't. I haven't looked in the mirror for 3 or 4 days, and I've been swimming in salt water, so I have no idea what it looks like. But I don't think I can even imagine what it looks like. But I know it doesn't look great.
Your glasses sure look clean, though.
Well, they're pretty spotted already. It doesn't take. You get around this ocean. Look at those glasses already.
We took down camp this morning, and now we're ready to go. We're going to shoot back over the beach, head up one of those back canyons. It's more technical than you'd think, turning around here in this heavy sand. Grandpa always shows off a bit when the camera's rolling. Let's see what's gonna go on. That was some good driving, Grandpa. Hasta luego. I'm trying to speak Spanish. Here's our little paradise in the desert. We're down here at Hector's farm. And here's our friend Carlos.
Sometime maybe Hector will come with me. I need to take you guys down to the beach. We left it. Well, we've been about 2 or 3 hours is all, right to the good part of the beach. Go down to the power line and take that power line up. You're not eating that.
Check out our hairstyles.
You guys peace before we get to the restaurant. And the place we can get a pretty good meal is at Bosch's there at Sarita.
Nice pants, buddy.
Thanks. Yeah, yours are pretty sweet too.
Hey Sam. Nice feet, buddy.
Good, thanks. I hate
Yours are pretty red too.
We just ought to head out. Eat dinner at Bosch's. You got your Come and look at this here. That sucker is going to take a big patch to fix that.
Tenemos un problema.
What do you suppose caused that?
Well, the
Right here.
the explosion of the tire caused that.
No. What is that? Oh, that was just down here.
Neck. Yeah, we just banged it up a little bit.
We just stopped by a Mexican candy
Is it
store.
going to get any better or not?
Isn't it good enough already, Grandpa?
If I had another, my friend Ben Kirchner, saltines or something, just the nastiest things you ever tasted in your life. I've still got some at home.
Tell us what you really feel about these, Grandpa.
I feel that they're about as crappy a tasting thing as you ever put in your mouth. In fact, I'm surprised that
I was cruising down the... Is this Caborca?
What?
What town is this?
This is Caborca.
Okay.
We're just going to zip through it.
Cruising down the streets of Caborca. This guy's got a pretty wicked cool sound system, doesn't he? It's what time? 7:30 in Benson, Arizona. Just rolled in from our trip. So Sam, what were the casualties?
Well, I think we can salvage this, but we had to temporarily replace it. And
how did we replace it?
Well, we took their wheel off in front of this here vehicle. Put it here.
That's why Grandpa always uses Volkswagen wheel hubs, so that they all have the same bolts.
True.
Was there any other damage from the trip?
No. Yeah.
The mirror.
Come over here. Well, somehow, when we were going down the road, our car going the opposite direction managed to curveball a rock up and hit this mirror. break it.
Now it must be mentioned that Grandpa did cut this mirror himself.
Yeah, Grandpa cut this mirror himself.
It was just mentioned.
Yeah. And he put it in there, but it broke.
Broke.
So probably have to cut either a new one or...
So the sun sets on another day and the wind blows. And sometimes not so much for the decisions we make, but just the fact that we made a decision.
I had a match, but she had a lighter. I had a flame, but she had a fire. I was bright, but she was much brighter. I was high, but she was the sky. Oh baby, I was bound for Mexico. Oh baby, I was bound to let you go. About Cinco de Mayo, I'm never sure what it's all about, but I say I want you and you don't believe me. You say you want me, but I've got my doubts. Oh baby, I was bound for Mexico. Oh baby, I was bound to let you go. But she had a light.